to the life, to the dream. So, Jacob, I've mentioned you before, and I've mentioned you to many nomads as a story. Like, you get to Chiang Mai, and your business doesn't take off, and then you go back to job life, and and then you work the job for a bit, but then you're back out. So when your business like didn't take off and quote unquote failed, right? And you went back, what was your mindset? Was it like it's just a matter of time before I'm going to go back to this nomad life, travel life, whatever you want to call it, or is it like I'm giving up? Like there's no way.
That's a good question. I would say it was more 50-50. I always knew that I could make it work. I think certain things started to happen, like positive things started to happen. Things gained momentum, and that kind of just pulled me back out, I would say.
I was always trying to work on different businesses, even when I was back in the U.S. while I was, working a job. But yeah, certain things just propelled me to come back to Thailand. Yeah. So yeah, I've just been here since.
So you didn't give up on the dream of
No.
Starting your own business, right? Because there's two different levels to this. There's the travel digital nomad life. That's one like big goal, and then the other goal in life is like the dream of owning your own business,
right?
Which you said we were talking the other night. That's obviously been a dream of yours. But then if travel is also a dream of yours, boom, you tie that together. That's basically digital entrepreneurship. Digital nomad life. So boom. We're live streaming, homies. So got the first question out of the way. So Jacob, for those who don't know, Chiang Mai OG. Same conference in 2014 in Chiang Mai. That's where we met, along with Evan and Ocean and Trevor and so many guys that we're now friends with. And so,
it's almost 7 years now.
7 years this month. Yeah. 7 years October. And so, grinding in fun space, doing e-commerce, drop shipping, Facebook ads, all the things. And like I mentioned in many different interviews, many of us just quit our jobs indefinitely to come to that conference, Dropship Lifestyle.
I know we both did.
We both did. Evan did, Ocean did, and some guys ended up staying, because their business, ended up, working, and some went home, and that's totally normal. But the cool part is you jumped in with both feet and tried it out. How long? What were you working on? High ticket drop shipping, of course, right. Anton's course. Yeah. How long were you in Chiang Mai before it was like, all right, it's not working out, I got to go back to job life for a bit?
Well, it's interesting. I mean, I actually did get it profitable. That was the thing. I did get it profitable back then. It just wasn't sustainable at the time, and I ended up selling it.
Oh.
And then I got involved in FBA business, which I know you're in, and I started working with some other friends of ours who run an affiliate business. So I was people always ask me sometimes, it's like, should I come out to Thailand if I don't have a profitable business yet?
Yeah.
And I want to tell them, like, you should before you come out, but I know me and a lot of other people came out here without that.
Yeah.
And things turned out okay. So I would say you should, but I don't think you have to.
Yeah.
Because you're going to meet people and stuff will happen where eventually things will work out. I truly believe that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep, exactly. That's one of the big questions I get. Should I quit my job? When should I quit my job? I have many videos about this. It's like, here's how I break it down. Overall, it comes down to your situation. Short answer, yes. Fuck it, yes, because Chiang Mai, just magic happens there. And what does that mean in real life? It means the environment you're around, meaning the people that you meet at all the e-commerce meetups. Because when everyone else is doing e-commerce, it rubs off on you. There's meetups every single week. You learn tips, and you're just, as Parker stated, it is just so much more motivating to not have the 9 to 5 every day, to just be focused day in, day out. I'm working on my business. Even if you don't have a lot saved up. Parker and I had about like 8-10K saved up each.
That's about what I had as well.
Yeah,
I had about 8.
That's not a lot. Shouldn't us Americans have like way more money saved up? I mean, we should. I mean, at one point I had like way much more than that saved up, but I bought a car because like that's what you do. Working corporate sales for 2 years. But at the end of the day, yeah, it comes down to these things that I've said before. And how sick are you at your job currently? How I was completely burned out. I was done. It was so ready to be done. Number 2, how much are you currently making at your job? So if you're making like 100K a year, 150K a year, maybe you want to stick with that as long as you can, basically, to stack as much as you can. Stack as much as you can before you cut that off and go full time into your side hustle, basically. And then it's number 3, of course, what is your life situation? Everyone's got a different situation. Girlfriends, pets, lease, family. Are you got to take care of, your family or something? Do you have kids? And so everyone has their own life situation. Not everyone can just move to Chiang Mai indefinitely and quit their job. So that's the thing. If you're young like us, have none of those things, attachments, that's why it should be yes, because the older you get, the more of these attachments we get. So when you're young, this is when you take risks and you fucking just do it. Like they all say, start that business, make that partnership, take that trip, quit that job, start that band, do like Gary Vee says, do all these crazy things. That's what your 20s are for, and your 30s too. In your 30s, like Gary Vee says, you're still a fucking baby. You're still so young, And so, yeah, that's it. That's it. Take the risk.
I agree. Like,
yeah.
I always ask myself, like, why not? Or would I regret doing this later in life? And usually the answer is no. So you just do it and figure it out.
Yeah, you're gonna regret not doing it, because when you're young, you take the chances, and no better time, easier time in history to start your own small business. It's called online shopping. It's called the internet, what we're all plugged into and turned into now. So okay, shit. There was a question that Danny wanted me to ask you. I'll think of it in a second. But anyway, let's get into so high ticket drop shipping. You're back doing that now. Congratulations. Cheers again on your new store. Already crushing it, making multiple 5 figures a month profit, guys. Over 10K a month profit he's making within 1 year. And yeah, congrats. How's it been going?
Yeah, it's been going good. I think an interesting thing that I think your audience might like is, this is what Riley and I actually used to do when we first got out to Chiang Mai, was high ticket. And I didn't succeed. I mean, I made a little bit of money, but not near the money I was making now with it. And I think that just shows, you'll develop skill sets over time that maybe you can apply to a business that you tried previously and it didn't work out. But you've gained so much knowledge and experience that you can apply that to that business again and make it succeed.
Yeah. It's just like business. There's no failures in entrepreneurship, right? It's just lessons. It's just batting practice, right? Mm-hmm. You're just taking. So yeah, when I look back, there's so many things doing in my first high ticket drop shipping store so many things I was not doing. No Facebook retargeting, no email retargeting, not even a Facebook pixel in there.
Were you even doing, this was a big thing for me, campaign segmentation with you're splitting keywords up by campaign? Did you do that?
In Google Ads?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, see,
the Google Ads were very basic. Yeah.
Neither. And that's been a huge thing.
Okay.
To help things kick off. So you learn these little things that can change, the business completely.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. So that's the thing about digital marketing. It's like 1 to 2 little tweaks, boom, and then there's no ceiling with the internet. There's no ceiling. It's just like, boom. And so that's oh man, this fucking digital age world we live in with these startups, it's amazing. And the info's, it's all out there. We did Anton's course. Shout out Anton and Johnny for putting on that conference in 2014, the first DSL retreat, because it got us out there. And I say this story every day, like almost every fucking day. Yeah, what's your story? Oh, I came to a conference in Thailand in 2014 and I just kind of stayed. That's my fucking life. So that will forever be the catalyst, the kickoff. So that's why I always say, like, come out for a conference. So the next Nomad Summit, hopefully this January there'll be one. It's every year at January in Chiang Mai. Come out, hang out. Very likely I'll be there if it's happening, and it's a great excuse to take your first trip.
Exactly. I think that's what, like, that conference, it was like, okay, now I have an excuse to actually go to Thailand, not just because there's actually something to go to.
100%. Yeah, I remember I wrote this blog post on my blog, livingthatlife.com, which I started before I was even digital nomad, before I even made $1 online. And it was like filming this conference as a study abroad. So I could show my parents. It's like, yeah, we're doing this study abroad thing, digital marketing and digital sales. That was in corporate sales. And it showed a picture of the co-working space, a bunch of pictures of that. Like, yeah, we're going to be working in this office. Fun space.
Like, I think my former employees pulled up Chiang Mai on Google Earth, and they're like, oh, so this is where you're going to live, and it's just a bunch of shacks and stuff. I'm like, well, not exactly there.
That's the old, yeah. Bunch of shacks. Yeah. No, we're living in a freaking co-working space. This is it. So when you quickly, what's your background? Because I just found like you went to school for like acting.
Yeah, I did.
How did you get into the whole like nomad world and figure out about the dropship lifestyle and stuff?
That's a good question, man. I've kind of always been fascinated by making money online, even though at the time I was like studying acting and that's what I wanted to do. I think the first thing I actually ever saw was like some Google AdSense course, and I took that. It's like back in like 2010. But mainly I've only been involved in like
AdSense course.
Yeah, e-commerce since high ticket, because I dabbled with FBA like you did, and did some Facebook ads for Shopify products for some friends of mine. Now back to high ticket again.
Nice. So when you initially came out to the conference, you're doing high ticket, and then you were in Chiang Mai for like 2 years before you went back. A year.
Yeah.
Then you went back, and
about a year there, and I also did 2 months in Saigon.
Oh yeah. Good old Saigon.
So it's like a little bit over a year.
A year. And then you went back, and what were you doing? And were you side hustling? What was that like? Were you just like, all right, I'm gonna stop side hustling for a while, or?
Yeah, that's kind of what it was. I had some family stuff I had to take care of as well, but yeah, I ended up working for my dad for a period of time, and then also just doing side hustle things, and then some mutual friends of ours invited me out to help them with their company, and I worked with them, Pat, previously in Chiang Mai, and someone brought me out again, and then I really threw myself into e-commerce again and did with Facebook ads, and one thing led to another, and then I wanted to get back in high ticket because I saw several people doing really well with it, and I was like, okay, I wonder what they were doing that I wasn't doing back then. How were they able to succeed really well, and I had marginal success at the time.
And so there's a big tip there of why going to conferences and even coming out for a little bit can help, because you could potentially work for one of these entrepreneurs, one of these digital nomads that are living your dream life. So a lot of dudes have big companies, and they're like, they knew Jacob, and they're like, we are hiring right now. And so you're friends on Facebook, you know each other from the co-working spaces, the community knows each other. They know that Jacob is, back home working the job life. Boom, they had an open position. Of course it's work remote, so come work with us in our office in Bangkok. Boom. So that's a whole nother thing why going to conferences and networking, because like, let's say anything can happen in business, anything can happen. Boom, sales fall off or business quote unquote fails, you know all these people who you may be able to partner with / work for.
Right,
You know, and of course it's going to be remote if you're doing digital stuff. So great case study. That's a way to do it. And then of course everyone's goal is to own their own thing, side hustle on the side. And then when you're ready, as you're doing now, boom, blast off. Now you're doing your own thing.
Yeah, it's really this. I always compare like who I was and how I was starting. You know, I took it in 2014 and how I started launched it in 2020. Complete 9-day difference with how I approach things, with how I run things. Just because I have so much more experience now, just running ads with e-commerce. It's just, I think another big thing is you'll just get more confidence as well. Like, you know, when you first start out, like you're in doubt about everything you're doing. But once you like I've been running ads for a long time now. Now when I know I'm going to launch an ad, like I'm confident spending a lot of money to make it work. You know? Back then I was scared about it.
Yeah.
You know? So you'll just build your skill set up.
Yeah, exactly. It's like just like anything over the years, you build confidence, you know, in any career. And it's like, it's so good that we're able to do it and be working for ourselves. It's like, this crossed my mind the other day. It's like, you know, I'm 7 years doing Amazon now. And, you know, I talk to clients like every day, and it's like, damn, yeah, I am the fucking Amazon expert. Like I am the fucking, you know.
And now you're leveraging it into your agency.
But it's like, I was talking to Parker the other day. I was like, oh, we're just like, man, we're so blessed to be working to ourselves in a position that we're in. I was like, yeah, man, if we hadn't, you know, done this, I would have been, you know, VP of sales at some corporate thing. You know, I would have been, you know, just as good at what I do, but you might as well be good at something that you're doing it for yourself.
And it's a sellable asset as well.
Yes, exactly.
You really can't sell your salary job.
No.
For multiples.
Can't. Preach. We're preaching to just the entrepreneurship choir here. Probably, you know, preaching to the choir, everyone listening. Yeah, I put the title of this Thailand is open because I wasn't quite sure where it would go. This video should probably be called, you know, should I quit my job and move to Thailand right now? Yes. 100%. Hit the button. Buy the flight. But yeah, let me update the homies if you guys are watching. So yes, Thailand is open. No quarantine to tourists with Vax card. As of November 1st, you can fly into Bangkok, Chiang Mai, Phuket, Koh Samui. Yeah, where else you want to fucking go? That's pretty much the main places. No quarantine. You just need you need to be fully vaccinated. That's basically it. And you go into the online portal, COE, Thailand Certificate of Entry. Just Google it, and then you upload the documents of, you know, your Vax card, proof of insurance. You got to have travel insurance, and then they, of course, like photo of your passport and stuff. They get back to you within a few business days. Okay, you're approved. And then the next thing, you book your flight and your hotel. Then you upload that to the portal. Then they approve that, and then you fly. Yeah,
that's right.
And then you're here. So and then they say December 1st they're going to open up nightclubs fully. But in Phuket, I've already heard that on Halloween night there's no curfew or no early closure. I heard that yesterday.
It's like an exception.
Danny said that yesterday because at midnight, because it's the November 1st, the rules change in Phuket. In Phuket, they're ahead, they're more lenient. So in Phuket, the word on the street is the Halloween party is going to go all night for the first time in a long time. And this past month, bars and clubs have been open, but they close around 11 or 12. But on Halloween night at midnight, it strikes November 1st, and then the rules change. It's like, so it's already November 1st. There's no curfew or early closure, allegedly, as of November 1st in Phuket. That happens allegedly in Bangkok on December 1st. Bangkok is a little bit behind / higher cases. Dope Salah, what is your agency? Sup, bros? Leave a question. This is kind of cool. This new thing, live stream podcasting. I don't know. What do you think about Rawai? You've been here for a week or so.
Yeah, I think you've said this before, Riley. It kind of reminds me of Canggu and Bali a little bit. It's like a lot of these sort of really cool cafes, kind of beach vibe to it. Yeah, it's very nice.
Yeah,
very nice.
People surfing.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like the Canggu of Phuket, guys. So come through. It's the spot. Can't believe I've never done time in Phuket.
I haven't either, man. It's funny.
Yeah.
Like I've just been in Bangkok and Chiang Mai my whole time in Thailand. Like I never got to spend. I was here maybe for another business conference a couple years ago, but yeah, Phuket is really great. Like,
Yeah.
I would not mind like basing out here.
Yeah, like Rawai, like it's you just got to find the place. Same story with Bangkok. For the first 3-4 years, it was always just you did a weekend in Bangkok or you're transiting through there, and all is just like the party areas, and you just know the nightlife and the craziness downtown, like Sukhumvit area. It's not until you find the quieter areas like up in An Nut or Prakanong where there's plenty of green. Yeah, plenty of green, plenty of space, this nice condo kind of residential areas that you're like, oh, okay, I could get a vibe. Not so loud, literally, and busy around here. You kind of find the place. Same thing with Phuket. It's always been come here to party at Illusion and then Patong. You just fucking Bangalore Road, which is basically Khalsan Road, like for those that don't know. And it's just like all this lights and crazy busy. But then boom, 20-minute scooter away, you have Rawai, which is like a freaking Canggu. And you have this just like beach, surfer, chill, co-working spaces are popping up. There's 3 of them. Organic work cafes and stuff. There's like probably a dozen of them or something. So it's going to be like another Chiang Mai in terms of co-working spaces are going to keep popping up. Wouldn't be surprised if in 5 years there's a dozen or more co-working spaces. Yeah, come through. My mom and Parker's mom, they're coming in January. So roll through, dudes. So yeah, we're going to be based here for like 6 months.
Great.
So yeah, it's like so you're going back because you have a lease.
Yeah, I've got a lease in Bangkok. So
okay, when does that end? Come on
end
down.
End of the year. So
okay.
I decide what I want to do at the end of the year.
Okay, only 2 more months. So yeah, a lot of Bangkok people are coming down here since COVID times.
Yeah, all the curfews in Bangkok, they want to get away.
Yeah, Bangkok is no nightlife pretty much. I'm sure there's some secret shit going on, in the big mango, New York City of Thailand. So yeah. So wait, so I just found out the other day that you did acting. Like how much? What did you go to acting school or like? And why did you always want to be an actor? Or like,
no, I didn't. When I was growing up, I wanted to be a doctor when I was like probably like 12, 13. And then I don't know, something happened to me in high school where I thought it snapped and I wanted to do acting. I can't explain it. Like, and so like being one of my really when we were 18, and I did that for about 6 years, lived there.
Oh, New York.
I met a lot of cool people, got to experience different cultures in New York City as well. Yeah, and then I just got bit by the travel bug, wanted to start my own business, quit my job, threw all my furniture in the street, and just bought a one-way ticket to Thailand and just left.
Oh, fuck yeah. So, wait, did you catch the travel bug? Did you do like a vacation to Asia or
it was complete cold. Like I'd never been out of North America.
The travel bug you're in New York and it just bit you.
Yeah.
You just caught the virus. Yeah. You're just like that urge to just like explore.
Yeah, and then like certain things kept happening. Like, okay, I heard about the conference, and then some other things started happening. I'm like, I really want to quit my job, and so like the momentum was building to where I just am like, okay, things are lining up for me to do this.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do it.
Just that time to bounce. And how old were you at the time when you bounced?
24.
Yeah.
24, and I'm 31 now.
Yeah, same age, dude. Come on.
Yeah, you and Parker, I think, are the same age as me. I think.
Yeah, we're all like same age. Cool thing is Evan came out at 20.
Ocean was 19.
Ocean was 19. And Ocean is the most successful of us all. He's got a freaking huge YouTube channel now, making beats, and fucking music producer. Fucking go follow him, Ocean, on YouTube. He's been on the podcast like 2 or 3 times.
Really smart guy.
Yeah. And started with Facebook ads, came straight out of high school. Straight up. Yeah, of course, 19.
Well, I don't know if he was in college for 1 year.
No, he didn't. He was working at a freaking cell phone shop.
Oh my gosh,
in
that's
London, and then somehow found, probably Johnny FD or something. Boom. No uni. Coming straight out of college, they call it. Straight out of high school, straight to the conference, figuring it out. And he figured it out, and then now he's doing his passion business, and that's the next stage. Being working on your passion, that's music. For me, I'm gonna get there. I also have music as a big passion. I'm gonna join Ocean in the studio someday soon. But and then Evan too. So proud of that dude. It's okay. It's hard to skip university when everyone is doing it, but it's also hard to drop out after 2 years. And so watch my podcast with Evan. He's just like, yeah, man, I had this, just came to the point where I was like, yeah, this is not what I want to do. School is not for me. I got to follow my heart and do my own thing. So many of us, we just got to do our own thing. And so you got to do it.
Yeah. It's cool seeing Evan's progression too. He started off freelance copywriter, and now I think he's one of the highest rated copywriters on Upwork now.
Damn. Probably Evan is crushing life in Tbilisi right now. Yeah, Evan is murdering it. His income went way up this past 2 years. He now charges multiple $1,000s for high ticket copywriting packages. You guys can find him on Instagram. He's crushing it. Someone explain who Fentanyl Floyd was. What the fuck is that?
No idea.
Oh, Dietrich. He says, I'm in Tbilisi now. Dude, hit him up. Look him up.
Evan will definitely meet up with you.
Yeah, he's chilling with the Tbilisi crew. I was with him in 2020 or right before he bounced on his flight.
In Thailand.
Yeah, right where we were in Chiang Mai, and he was like, I'm about to do Tbilisi, man, for a year. It's been over a year now. What do you do, Dietrich? What's your business? Obviously, you're nomading there, probably in Tbilisi, Georgia. And then Parker is here, obviously, with me. He's just, living that life out here, somewhere in sunny Thailand. Yeah. How long have we been going? We've been going 28 minutes. We'll just keep it open for a couple more minutes and see if we get any good questions. And then, we'll get back to our tropical lives. Anything you want to ask me? Let's see if we can open that. See the greenness out here.
Yeah, that's the one nice thing about being in Phuket. Taking a break from Bangkok is all the green. Just so much trees and nature life compared to the big city.
Yeah. I was just telling Danny last night is I love how to get to Kata Beach, you have to go through the mountains. So it's the best to go through those mountain rides.
Even honestly, even being on a bike, because I don't like riding a bike in Bangkok. It's not as fun to me, but here it's reminds me back being in Chiang Mai.
Yeah. It's got a Chiang Mai vibe in terms of it's got the mountain. My favorite thing to do in Chiang Mai is ride up to Doi Satep in the mountain, just those curves going through the jungle. And you can do that. Yeah. You can do that every day here, because to get to the Kata Beach, which is the basically next one over from Rawai, you got to cut through the mountains. And so that can be like your daily commute, riding through the mountains. And that is You don't get that everywhere, man. That's special. This is my favorite thing. Just man, just got the freaking headphones in and just cruising.
Yeah, it's one of the best things, honestly, I feel like, about being in Southeast Asia. Like the food and the motorbikes. You know,
Yeah.
getting to drive around everywhere.
Motorbike life.
Motorbike life, yeah.
Motorbike life is it's soothing. Just the warm wind in your
It is,
hair.
especially like after you get a workout in, take a shower, and then you're just on the bike. Like, oh,
Just cruising.
it's the best.
Yeah. Big says doing affiliation. Oh, finally we get a local. Thailand. Rose. Sawadee krap. She says, welcome to Thailand. Dude. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for welcoming us. I want to do more like give back to the communities type of stuff.
That'd be good.
I
I know
hopefully
me
next.
and Evan and a few guys went to that orphanage in Chiang Mai
Mm.
to help out a little bit. That was really
Mm-hmm.
nice.
Gotta do more of that stuff. Been thinking about that recently. We'll do so tomorrow I go to Bangkok to get work visas / business visas. And so our company we'll do something. Some charity event. That's always a dream of many entrepreneurs, of course. Give back. Cool. 30 minutes, 9 people watching right now. Super sweet dudes. So yeah. Hit me up. Rawai guide is coming hopefully in the next week. Editor is editing it today as we speak. All about Rawai, just like my Bangkok guide or Canggu guide. It's all about Rawai co-working spaces and vibe and work cafes and nightlife and all that stuff. So excited to be here in Rawai, Phuket, Thailand for a bit. Really scope it out. Jacob, I'm sure we'll be back in a couple months when his Bangkok lease is up. And I'm sure, and it's only a 1 hour flight, from Bangkok. So you can come down for a weekend or a week, just like you just did.
Yeah.
And so yeah, hit me up on Instagram, dudes. Dude says, what's the biggest nomad spot you want to go? Well, I think Rawai is the best spot right now, but biggest nomad spot I haven't been is like Mexico City.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that.
Yeah.
I think I told you that.
Yeah.
I might go in there next year.
And all of Latin America is just this whole other universe, other planet that's just like looming there that I see so many friends doing time there. I'm just like, there's just so much. Yeah.
Have you been to Lisbon, Riley?
No, I haven't.
I hear like from a lot of nomads, it's like a really good spot in Europe.
Yeah, like Kay's there right now or
Yeah,
something.
Kay's there right now.
So hey, from Lisbon, bacon overflow. You been eating too much bacon, dog?
That is a great name.
You been eating too much bacon? Anyway, I think I've seen you around here before. Anyway, thanks for the comments, bros. See you on Instagram, and then also in the Discord. I got a Discord going. Have you ever tried Discord?
I am in a few Discords. I'm actually in
Okay.
a few.
Okay. Cool. I'm getting a digital nomad bros one going.
Oh, okay.
So I got to add you in there.
Yeah, definitely.
Mexico City, of course. Yeah, Lisbon, and then other places in Mexico, like Tulum. Tulum, they say, is like a Bali thing going on. So
Yeah.
haven't checked that out.
That-
Latin America, I gotta in a number of years go there and do a number of years in Latin America. Like it's just pending.
Yeah, I think Buenos Aires would be a good place to go back to because now the value of the dollar has gone way up. I feel like that would be a good place to visit again. Because I know, like, in the
Oh, you went there?
No, I haven't, but I know in the
Oh.
4 Hour Work Week, Tim Ferriss talks about how great
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
And it was like right after that, the value of the dollar went way down, and so it was really expensive to live there. But now it's back almost. So I think that'd be another nomad spot to check out now.
Yeah, Buenos Aires. Shout out Tim Ferriss. Praise Jesus, Tim Ferriss, the Almighty. We follow your religion.
Riley's
For
named
our-
Tim Ferriss.
For our work week religion, yeah, I'm Tim Ferriss Jr. Cool. So 8 people hanging out. Well, that's fun. Thanks, dude.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, it's about time. I asked you like 3 years
I
ago,
know,
but you're
I know,
like
you've
2.
been trying to get me on here for
Yeah.
years.
Getting the homies on. All right, for sure, bros. See you on Instagram and shit. Peace.